What's going on, y'all? Welcome to War 5 of Season 41. So today they're banning Herc, of course, and they can't ban Ghost, so we're going to be using Ghost today. And we're starting off over here on Path 5 in Section 1. We have a Dr. Doom, and we're going to be using Ghost for him. Ghost is pretty good for Dr. Doom. I thought about throwing on Tech Boost for this fight, but it wasn't really necessary. I decided to save him because I'm running a little bit short. I don't want to have to spend units on them. So I'm doing all of my Section 1 fights without Tech Boosts. I have an invul on just in case I do get hit, just like that. Yeah, that wasn't very good. But that's what the invul boosts are for. Don't want to let them go to waste, so just got my special 2. I'm going to go ahead and knock him down. Then go ahead and throw my special 2. I forgot about MD here, so I did push him up to 2 bars of power, which I didn't want to do. I probably should have just tried to kill him, but instead I tried to, bait a special 2 and then I dexed it. Then I get hit, so yeah, it's not going too well. This fight was pretty embarrassing, but it is what it is. We got the solo, and yeah, that's Doom. So moving on, we have Ma up next, and usually I like to ghost stuff that shouldn't be ghosted, but Ma is one of those guys that absolutely should not be ghosted. It's a terrible idea. You're probably gonna die, so that's why you have Wasp on the team. Wasp is pretty good for Ma. She can chain heavy attacks in her combos, making it, super easy access for her to knock down the opponent. And, on this node, heavy hitter and ebb and flow knockdown, you're going to want to be knocking them down a bunch. And that's what we're doing here. So, usually if you're fighting Ma, then you'd want to wait for that Fury from his special 1 to fall off before pushing him up again. But this is my only Wasp fight. I don't really care too much. Like, he's going to throw a special 1 right here and degen me. But it's not going to kill me, and I don't really care too much. I'm just going to go in for the kill. And yep, he goes down pretty quick, pretty easy. Wasp is good. Now up next we have Chavez. So I took this Chavez here a few wars ago, and she started off the fight with a heavy attack straight out of nowhere. I wasn't blocking, I was just standing there phasing, waiting for her to hit into my face, and she just threw her heavy out of nowhere. And I tried to intercept it. I ate it to the face. We're going to try not to do that this time. We do have an invul in case that happens. But yeah, so we start off the fight. She's hitting into my face, which is great. That's exactly what we want. I'm just going to try to build up to 2 bars of power and then go ahead and knock her down. Yep, so almost there. She throws a heavy out of nowhere that time. But it's all good. I just reached 2 bars of power. So I'm going to go ahead and throw my special 2. And it's just enough damage to kill her. So yeah, pretty good stuff. She goes down 1 special 2. Not bad at all. So moving on to Section 2. I'm not sure exactly what happened here. I started recording at the beginning of my run. I did 4 fights. And then when I stopped recording, it only saved the last 8 seconds of my fights for some reason. So yeah, the first 3 fights are completely gone. You can literally just see the ending screen of the last fight. I can just give a quick run on what happened though. So I started off Path 5, we had Domino. I put on some Tech Boost, Power Star 1, get to Special 2, win the fight. Moved on to Absman, get to Special 2, win the fight. Moved on to Sassy, get to Special 2, win the fight. They were all super smooth. It took probably 20 to 30 seconds for each fight. And my Power Star 1 boost lasted all the way up until Gore on node 53. So I went over to Gore. I still had the same Power Star 1 boost on because, the last 3 fights were super quick. I went in there. I pushed Gore to Special 1 twice so that he can get a bunch of his Shadow Magic buffs on. And then I blocked the Special 1. And then I ended up with 10 of his debuffs on me. And then, I had to phase it off. I got 10 Furies. Then I killed him. And yeah, that was Gore. I wish I had the full video, but here's the last 8 seconds. And yep, good stuff. I took a quick second before this next fight and reset the recording, but I kind of wish I didn't, so that way it would have been deleted with the rest of my fights. It did not go as well as the previous 4 fights. It was by far the worst one. I'm extremely embarrassed of it. But, it didn't get deleted, unfortunately, so I guess I got to include it. Yeah, so I went in this fight thinking it's just Spider Ham. Ghost can't get evaded on guaranteed crits. All I'm going to do is work my way up to a Special 2 and win the fight. I still have my Tech Boost on so I can loop Special 2s. And, it should be no problem at all. So we're just working our way up, phasing a bunch of hits. I get up to my special 2, and I throw it. It does a good amount of damage, but not quite enough to get me to another special 2, which was surprising because I thought I wouldn't have a problem. But anyways, he's at special 1. I don't want him to throw it. Otherwise, I'm going to get a taunt on me and do even less damage. So I throw this next one. I think it's going to kill him. It does even less damage. Now he's at a special 2. I, for some reason, tried to go for a non-guaranteed crit, which was a terrible idea. I'm taunted, so if he throws a special 2, it's going to be unblockable and probably kill me. Yeah, then thankfully I get back up to my special 2 and kill him before it does anything. I take a fat chunk of power sync damage, but it's fine. And yeah, that was a lot more sketchy than it should have been. And yeah. So after that fight, I did some reading, trying to figure out why I wasn't doing any damage with that second special 2. It turns out for each spider nonsense charge that he has, he reduces damage from the opponent's special attacks by 5%. So since he was at 10, that was a 50% reduction in my special 2 damage. I had no idea that he does that. I know that he has that degen resistance part, but not special attack resistance. So that's news to me. I'm going to keep that in mind next time I try to take a spider ham, and probably wait for the spider nonsense to fall off. But yeah, good to know. If you fight spider ham, don't forget that. So here's the score right now. We died 5 times, they died once. And, we're basically done with their fights. They have a good amount left to go. We'll see how it goes, But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.